So we're here now with Emily from the CITB, and Emily, we've talked before about the standardisation of training. We've seen how important this is now, but what's important is we have training across the industry in all of the different applications and job roles that people do, so that people understand how to do things, but also the types of things that are going to happen around them as well, with plant and equipment being one of the most dangerous. It's important that we get that training right. Tell us about what that means and what you're doing right now.
So CITB is the standard setting body for industry. We've got a whole team who work on standards and qualifications, and this has been a really sort of long-term piece of work that we're still undertaking together with industry to create training standards for every piece of kit that we have. Exactly.
It's a lot.
Huge piece of work. It's a huge piece of work. So that's why it's taking a long time. So what we're doing is we're creating those training standards. We're working with industry. So we've got working groups where we've got representatives who are plant operators, who are owners or workers within the plant hire sector. We're working alongside CPA and other sort of interested bodies to create the content for those training standards. And at the moment, we're piloting the first 8.
Right.
So we're halfway through that 6-month pilot. We're going to see how it goes. Then we're going to reassess, get some opinions from both the training providers and the employers as to what it needs to look like, sort of moving forward for the rest of the standards. And then we'll make those changes and move on from there.
And the great thing about that is when we standardise things, people get an understanding of how we're bringing people into the industry, and also when you've got standardisation, you're able to take those core things that you've learned, the core, and as things develop, like new technologies are brought in, like other things, you're able to bolt them in and not just create something completely new again, isn't it? And it's important that that's part of the process, isn't it?
Yeah, those standards are not going to sort of stay still. They're going to be always being developed. Obviously, things are sort of rapidly changing within the sector, so the standards need to reflect that. So we'll rely on industry, those people who are sort of working day to day with those machines to sort of create the content and to let us know what is needed, because previously what we've had is training happening in all sorts of different ways and to different sort of quality, so right through from people sort of being able to do a course from one day and then get onto a machine, right through to sort of something that's 2 weeks. So we need to standardise it in terms of making sure that employers are guaranteed a certain quality of operator when someone comes out of that training. So that's what we're looking at doing. It's a really ambitious piece of work.
Absolutely, brilliant.
And we're here for the long run with it. So,
brilliant.
But we are reliant on industry, and if anyone wants to get involved in that piece of work, then they just have to contact us at CITB. We don't want to be just relying on just a few people from the industry, and we want to get a real range of voices and opinions, because by doing that we make the standards sort of much stronger.
Yeah, fit for purpose, fit for the future. And also what we do is the people are training to these standards. They have the confidence, then the competency is all there. And ultimately, they have that whole journey and their investment that they've made in themselves, and they can get work and they can continue on knowing that they can upskill themselves throughout that whole process. And therefore, folks, we all get safer on site, and we all have a longevity and a great career in the industry. Nice to talk to you. Cheers.
Thank you.